Alright, hello YouTube. This is going to be my collection video. This is not a part of the collection. Well, it is, but it's not what I wanted to show. It's just a backdrop in case I forget to put something up while I am talking. Don't have a huge collection. Three long boxes, three short boxes. Um, I've had more over the years. I just keep dwindling down and ramping back up and then dwindling back down again. But now I've gotten into collecting older issues from dollar bins and flea markets and trying to collect all my all the Amazing Spider-Mans from 200 to 700. Starting low, try not to break the bank. Alright, so this is just highlights. This isn't like, they aren't all going to be worth something. These are comics that mean something to me, or that I find interesting in my collection, or that actually are worth something. So alright, let's get started. This is Amazing Fantasy 15. I don't know what year this came out. This was recent, in the past 3-4 years. This is a reprint, obviously, not the original of Amazing Fantasy, but it's recolored. That's what the fun part is. So I saw this and I was like, that's pretty awesome. I mean, I love the original too, but it's just cool to see them recolor it, just out of interest. Yeah, I thought that was pretty awesome. Uh, Marvel Age 114. This is Spider-Man's 30th birthday, and it's cool. I saw this on my comic shop, and I was like, I should get that. That looks pretty awesome, and it's early Bagley, so it's got some weird. It's got like Vulture there, uh, yelling at somebody, um, and Green Goblin's got like an earring, I guess. I don't remember Green Goblin having an earring, so it's not Bagley's best work, but it was pretty cool. It's cool for a Spider-Man collector. Spider-Man's 30th anniversary. Good stuff. This is New X-Men 128, first appearance of Phantom X. I collected this when it was brand new. I got rid of it a long time ago, and then I saw that it was it wasn't cheap now. Um, so that was aggravating to me. I was like, damn, I had that. I got rid of it. So not too long ago, maybe a couple of months ago, I went on eBay, tried to search for it. Single issues were expensive, but I was able to find a a full run of Grant Morrison's New X-Men for about 25, I think, of course, I included this guy. And if you've ever looked on eBay, this alone usually goes for about 20-25. So that was very happy to get that. Sometimes getting lots pays off because people don't list in the description that it contains the first appearance of who or whatever. So a lot of users that are just looking for that issue don't notice it. All right. Got a good one here. I'm going to save that for later. What if 30? What if Spider-Man's clone lived? This one is always interesting to me because for one, I love the clone saga. For two, Spider-Man's clone did live, so the what if is not a what if, it's an actual. I mean, it didn't happen this way, but it's just funny that they made a what if thinking like, oh, it would be a cool story to see what if his clone lived, and then years later they retconned it to actually have the clone live. So I thought that was fun, and like I said, love the clone saga. I mean, it got out of control at the end, but I really liked Ben Riley. Daredevil, Man Without Fear, 254, first appearance of Typhoid Mary. You know she's gonna be in that Netflix show at some point. You know she is. It's an interesting character. It would be silly not to put her in there. Daredevil 153. This is the first appearance of Ben Urich, the reporter that's in a lot of Spider-Man books and a lot of Daredevil books. Frank Miller's run, and I would bet he's going to be in the show as well. So yeah, this is his first appearance. Very cool. Infinity Gauntlet #1. Not in this. I collected this when it was originally out. This is not the original issue. I got rid of it also a long time ago. I got this recently for $9 on eBay. Not too bad Just glad to have it in the collection. Love the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos, all that stuff. Pretty awesome looking copy too. Secret Wars #8. This is I don't know what kind of copy this is. I mean, it's got some bends up at the top, so it's not. It's definitely not near mint. Definitely not very fine. Probably not even fine. I don't know what I would classify this as, but it's still cool to have. I mean this is a copy I got years ago at a convention in New York, 90s. Don't know how much I paid for it. It couldn't have been more than 8. Yeah. So this was in my range of being able to get when I was only working on a $20 allowance per week. This is my substitute for not being able to afford Amazing Spider-Man 300 back then, and now this is worth something. So that's cool. Secret Wars #3. Love seeing Spider-Man kick the crap out of the X-Men, even though it may be not plausible. I think Nightcrawler would at least be able to take him out, but it's still cool. This is an interesting one. Ultraforce Avengers. This is a storyline that contained the Infinity Gems, and introduced a new. Well, this isn't her first appearance. Her first appearance, I think, was in the prelude to this series. But this lady, you can see at the end over here, I think her name is Nemesis. She's the living embodiment of the Infinity Gems, and they introduced a 7th Infinity Gem in this storyline called the Ego Gem, which I think was her. I don't remember. I don't think it's in continuity anymore, but like I said, I love the Infinity Gems, so I try to get anything that they're in. And this is I would consider this a key in the Infinity Gems collecting. I still gotta get the Prelude though, because I'm pretty sure that the Prelude is her first appearance, not this issue. But that issue, the issue I just showed, is drawn by George Perez, so I like George Perez a lot. This one's fun. Hulk vs. Superman, probably my favorite DC Marvel crossover. The art's amazing, the story's amazing. Steve Rude kills it on the art. This is, if I had to make like a list of top 5 comic books ever, this would be in there. I just adore this book. Good stuff. If you never read it, I highly recommend. Silver Surfer 50 second print, and Silver Surfer 50 third print. I never knew they had a third print. I have the first print somewhere. Yeah, I just love Thanos. This was an Infinity Gauntlet Prelude. I remember picking up the first print on the shelf when I was a kid, just because it had the silver on it. I didn't even know who the hell the Silver Surfer was back then. But then it ended on to be continued in the Infinity Gauntlet, and then of course I had to pick up the Infinity Gauntlet, and yeah, I was glad I did. Darkhawk #50. Love Darkhawk. This is his last issue. Not easy to find. Glad to have it in the collection. Darkhawk #1. Again, love Darkhawk. It's a character I think they should use more. I think he has a lot of potential. Maybe one day we'll see him enter the Guardians of the Galaxy in the comic or something. I'd like to see a mainstream writer at Marvel take on his origin and revamp it. The original origin is pretty lame, and the revamped origin they gave him during War of Kings is not much better. Death's Head #1. I just like this guy. This isn't Death's Head first appearance. It's just his first issue of his series. Cool stuff. Yep. Dragon's Claws #5. Not the first. Again, also not the first appearance of Death's Head. An early appearance of Death's Head that predates the one I just displayed. His first issue. Death's Head's first appearance was in Transformers UK magazine 113, and I'm still trying to find that for a decent price. Yeah. Marvel Legacy, the 1980s handbook. This is, as a kid from the 80s, this is just cool to have. Yeah, like a trip back in time. And then, of course, Marvel Legacy, the 1990s handbook. And just look at that cover. I think that's got all those. That's like another trip back in time. You have Darkhawk, you got Vengeance, you got the 2099 characters, Sleepwalker. Yeah, cool stuff. Even I never noticed that before. It's got Elijah, the Skrull that married or that posed as Alicia Masters in Fantastic Four and married Human Torch. I remember that storyline. It was wild. Alright. X-Force 116 and 117. This series was pretty awesome and has definitely fallen off the radar in recent years. I think these characters are really great, even though most of the ones on these covers are dead. But this series was shocking at the time because you never knew who was going to live or die, and yeah, the characterization was fun, the art was fun. It was just a really great series. I think it went downhill once it changed to X Statics. I wasn't too crazy about it, but for the run while it was in X-Force, it was pretty good. Alright, Warlock 180. This is probably one of my biggest failures in collecting over the past few months. I got this just before the Guardians movie came out, and I got it on eBay, and the subject said very fine, but I think he meant to put VG, because I mean, I don't know if you could tell, but this is a VG copy. This is not very fine. There's a small tear on the back, and I would have returned it if the guy didn't have pictures in there that clearly showed all of these problems. But I didn't look at the pictures. I was getting tired of searching on eBay for the book. I saw a very fine copy, one that was listed as very fine, for buy it now of $60, and I was like, let me get it, and I got it, and it came in, and I looked at it like, this is not very fine, this is very good. And I looked at the eBay listing, and it had pictures there of the back and stuff, and so I felt it was my fault for not doing research and looking at the pictures. The one thing that really made me want to get this when I saw it listed was I did look at the front picture, and the front, the back is where it has most of the problems, and I didn't look at the second picture. But the front picture, the colors are very nice on the cover, and a lot of the ones I was seeing on eBay at the time were kind of faded. It was driving me nuts looking through all those listings, and this looks, the color is awful on this. But yeah, $60, not worth $60. I don't know if this has gone up since then, but yeah, it's cool to have. Love Gamora, but yeah, if you don't know, this is the first appearance of Gamora, and yeah, it would have been cool to have a nicer copy. Maybe I'll upgrade someday. This is one of my favorite variant covers. It's from the Back in Black series, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 17. I love that homage to the classic Romita cover. And it's not even a cover, it's just a panel in Spider-Man 50, I think. But in this one, he's throwing away his red and blue suit, and he's walking away with the black suit. And it's just so, I love the rendering of the black costume. It has a kind of oily, slick looking feel to it. It's a really great cover. I think I even have a t-shirt with that on it. Sensational Spider-Man number 0, Ben Reilly. Yes. What else we got here? Web of Spider-Man 70. This is the Spider-Hulk. Yeah, love Spider-Hulk. This one's actually kind of hard to get a good copy of. I don't know if you can tell, but it's got like these ripples in the top. And every copy I've seen has that. I have like 3 copies of this, and they all have that same ripple at the top. It's like it's got water damage or something, and it makes me crazy. And I really want to find one that's just like flat at the top. And this isn't an expensive book either, so it's not like if I find like one that doesn't have the ripples, it's gonna be worth like a ton of money. But I love that image of Spider Hulk, and I'd really like to have a pristine copy. I can't find it, but yeah, still cool to have. And then of course with that you have Web Spider-Man 69, the first part of that two-parter. Like I said in earlier videos, I love Spider-Man Hulk team-ups or reverse battles. This didn't make any sense to what was going on in Hulk at the time. I think Betty had blonde hair, and the Hulk was the merged Hulk. So it was just, I remember reading this and thinking to myself, and that was 10 at the time when this came out. I remember reading it and thinking this doesn't make any sense, but it was still cool. What else we got? I'll do one more, and then I'll cut this off and split it into 2 videos. Let's go with this one. Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man #1. Don't have enough money to get the Amazing Spider-Man #1, so this is the second best, unless you consider Amazing Spider-Man #2 the second, the best. But this is the best other #1 to get, and this isn't too expensive, so I'm glad to have it. Awesome looking copy. I think this was listed as a 7.5 on my comic shop when I got it, but I think it's better than that. I don't see any problems. The edges aren't like sharp, but yeah. All right, guys. So I'm gonna cut it off here. We're getting past 15 minutes for sure. Don't want to make like a half an hour video. So yeah, I'm gonna split this into 2 videos. Just show a few more. The next one's gonna have a really nice one. Actually, all my favorite ones in my collection. The favorites of the favorites, I guess you should say. Yeah. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in a bit.